Our program is one that is specifically youth run. We really want to talk to youth about what is this issue, how can we address it. We're going to be working a lot with the media. A lot about relationships these days. It's happening online. It's happening on Facebook. It's happening on text messaging. And so we want to work with that media to figure out how to build healthy relationships.
What form does teen violence, this kind of relationship violence take? What kinds of things happen in these violent actions? What have you seen, what have you experienced?
Sure. Well, the statistics is 1 in 3 teenagers have been in an abusive relationship. And that can take many forms. That can be emotional, physical, can be digital. We use that word now. Digital dating abuse happens. Maybe you're receiving 30 texts an hour from a boyfriend, girlfriend, trying to figure out where you are, who are you hanging out with. Some terms that we generally talk about as being stalking, or now we're seeing these things happening online, whether it's breaking boundaries, crossing privacy, partners trying to break into each other's Facebook accounts and find out where they were, who they with, what's going on. The same themes of power and control that are happening. Life is fast, and we don't have as much time to build relationships. A lot of teens today would tell you that their main influence in life is media and pop culture. We don't see many positive examples out there. I'll never forget asking one of our youth group leaders, talk about a healthy relationship that you know about. Let's talk about what that looks like. And she sort of shook her head and said, I don't know one, never see one. Oh. And that's, it's not uncommon. Typically, you know what a healthy relationship is from the people you grew up with, you were around, or your friends, or media. And when you don't see anything positive, then you don't really have that example to follow. And then with the digital, it's just facilitating this fast reaction. We always talk about count to 10 and then press send, because all of a sudden things are happening back and forth. You're sort of yelling online.
Why did you get involved with this program? And then tell us, if you can, about do you know of any instances of violence in relationships or friends that you...
Young people don't have really good examples for healthy relationships out there, and especially with my younger sister or my younger brother, I want them to have an idea of what a relationship should be like if and when they ever get into a relationship. I don't want them having to encounter something like that and not know of it, like not know what they're going through. So with this program, we're using this to get awareness out there so people know that if these are the signs to know that you're in a dangerous relationship, and this is how you can get out of it.
A person in a relationship will maybe text the person maybe 50 times throughout the day, what are you doing, who are you with, why are you with those people, I don't want you with those people, what are you up to? And sometimes what happens is these people just think of it as normal, it's okay. They don't see that this is not a healthy relationship, and we just want everyone to know this, especially the youth, because your first relationship kind of, in a way, dictates your future relationships. So if we can set the youth on the right track about what is a healthy relationship and how to stop teen dating violence and how to get out of an abusive relationship, then it's going to do a lot for our future generation.
When Chris and Marsh are talking about these things that are happening in high school, kids who are in middle school look up to their older peers a lot. So one thing we want to do is really work with our older peers, like the YouthSPEAK group, like Chris and Marcia, to teach these young kids about how to have a healthy relationship. Not just, what's right and what's wrong, but what's fun to do. Let's talk about building after-school programs. In Christians here, we want to talk a lot about media and how can we use these technologies that are becoming abusive, text messaging, how can we use those for good?